Okay, you want to tell them what we made this week?
Yes, we made smoked crab legs.
And while you're doing that, you might as well boil some shrimp too. Stay tuned. Hey guys, thanks for watching Cooking with the Robinsons. I'm Sean.
And I'm Shaylin.
And we're gonna start off with the shrimp boil portion of this meal. When you're doing a boil like this, it's important to have everything ready. They call it the mise en place, right?
Right.
Is that a French term, I believe?
I don't know.
It just means have your stuff together. And so I've got my corn cut to thirds. I just quartered my onion, and that's gonna give you a lot of good flavor in this boil. And you know, you just can't have a good shrimp boil without some lemon in there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Right. Some people use orange, some will use lime. We like lemon in ours, and there it is, all set out. I think I left the garlic off the board, but now it's ready for Shaylin to start the boil.
Now we added about 10 quarts of water to a pot, and then also added some of that crawfish shrimp boil seasoning.
That's the good stuff right
there. That
there.
is the really good stuff. Now you gotta be careful with it because it can get hot. We dumped in our lemons, and you'll want to also squeeze in some of that lemon juice and just get that mixed in really well.
That acid helps out a lot.
It really does, it does. And as always, look below for all the measurements and all the ingredients.
Hey, listen, if this is the kind of thing you like to cook, feel free to subscribe. We're making new videos like this all the time. Also, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Now while we have that going, we're gonna go ahead and clarify some butter. And all that means is that the milk fat is rendered from the butter to separate the milk solids and water from that butter fat. Now make sure and put this on the lowest setting possible. You don't want it to boil. And you're just gonna see those bubbles come up at the top. When you do, scrape those off just gently, but majority of that's gonna stay on the bottom of that pan.
And look at this, you get right to the edge. This is a pro move. Watch Shaylin as she pours this. Exactly, you can see the milk fat right there. It's not gonna go in that cup. Oh, no, we're gonna stop it just in time. Such a pro.
Now, once your water's up to a boil, go ahead and add those onions, the garlic, and the potatoes that you prepared earlier that day. Now, once you add all of these ingredients, go ahead and let it boil for around 8 minutes or until those potatoes start getting tender.
Now, what is this method you have going here? Is this the don't splash on me method?
Absolutely.
Or use the strainer?
I've been burned one too many times.
Looks like you're about to start juggling or something.
All right, now after those 8 minutes, go ahead and add your corn and your sausage, and we're gonna do the same thing. Let it boil for a good 7 to 8 minutes prior to adding the last component, that shrimp.
Now, Shaylin, I think this next part is the key to making this a perfect shrimp boil.
I completely agree with you. Now make sure and put those shrimp in that boiling water. As soon as you do that, give it a really good stir. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn it completely off, no heat whatsoever. Put that lid back onto that pot and let that shrimp just sit there and soak in all those amazing seasonings.
Now at this point, the shrimp are perfect. Perfectly cooked, they've soaked in the seasoning, and everything in this pot is ready to eat. Okay, now we're on to those crab legs, and I've got some of the same seasoning that we use in the shrimp boil going into this clarified butter, probably a tablespoon's worth. And we're gonna put that clarified butter all over the snow crabs. It doesn't really make sense.
Right.
You don't know why the seasoning's going in there, what it's doing, but I'm telling you, do this, cover it front to back. And we're gonna set that pellet smoker to 225 degrees. Now the entire cook is only gonna take about 30 minutes. and we're gonna hit it at 10 minutes again with another coating of this butter. Now again, at that 20-minute mark, we're gonna hit it with another coating of that clarified butter.
Now Sean and I did a seafood boil not too long ago. It's got clams and mussels. We'll go ahead and put a link up top. You gotta go check it out.
It's delicious. And here's the deal. At this point, we put it back on for 10 minutes, and at 30 minutes, we're gonna pull it off, and we're ready to eat. So look, these things are hot, and I'm hungry.
Let's eat, babe.
Let's do it. Okay, let's give these things a try.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Y'all are hungry, aren't you? Pop that crab leg off there. And look at that, we got a whole leg here. Watch this, babe. Little pop that way.
Oh, I hear it.
Little pop that way. And then look at that.
Oh, look at all that meat.
Taste
oh.
that. Wait, let
me
and
do a
then
little
she'll
bite.
give you a bite. Give her a bite. How good is it?
It is delicious, and you can taste the butter. How does the butter penetrate? I don't understand that, but it does it.
It doesn't make sense, but it works.
It is so delicious.
Smoke some crab legs, and then do some of this shrimp boil as well. This came out great, and that way of putting the shrimp in and cutting it off right at the end made the shrimp come out perfectly cooked, not overcooked. I hate that when that happens. You're gonna love it. Follow these instructions. Have a great smoked crab leg and shrimp boil with your family. Thanks, guys.
See you next time.